Not driving today, no worries. So, okay. Dorothy Sayers, I wish I could talk to this lady. I'm still trying to understand exactly what she means. So, we talked about in class this a little bit, but in her writing, she says basically work is not primarily a thing that one does to live, but the thing one lives to do. Is it or should it be the full expression of the worker's faculties, the things in which he finds spiritual, mental, and bodily satisfaction, and the medium in which he offers himself to God? So I am totally on board with like work is a good thing we were created to do. I think even the creation narrative demonstrates that work, work didn't come with the fall. Work was already before that, and it was a good thing. And like we mentioned in class, the idea that the church should recognize that secular vocations are sacred. Absolutely, like work is a sacred thing, regardless of if it's in the church or outside of the church. And that's awesome and it's great. I think for me, the struggle a little bit is, to be honest, like I get in trouble for working too much. Like I don't know. It's like it's a thing in my life where it's like, oh, oops, I'm working 3 jobs again, and have definitely overcommitted myself to all these things. And there's like this, I think, hard balance for me of, I don't know, I grew up in church and it was like, yes, like live, like serve God, do all the things, like work as hard as you can, that like Protestant work ethic situation. Um, and so it's good, it is really good, but I think even work can be idolized. Um, and I don't think I remember from the reading, but maybe she mentions it in there. I wish that the idea of Sabbath was maybe talked about as well as work. Just how God, like, where does God demonstrate rest and where is that important and what does it look like to do that well? Um, and I think resting also, like, doesn't necessarily mean not doing anything. So, anyway, my reflection is this. And even so, when Ryan came and talked, he talked a lot about living a meaningful life. And part of that, a lot of that was that, like, his third point of collective nature, this, like, working together with one another. These are all really good things. Um, but the work itself being the medium in which we offer ourselves to God, it's a really good idea. I think if it's done well, then yes, Dorothy, what you're saying is awesome. Um, I think, and maybe it's part of just the context and culture that I've grown up in the States, in the church, is there's maybe an idolization of work that I myself have to like catch myself on that tendency. And so it is a great message, and maybe it is good to just reframe and remember the good parts of working. That it is okay and healthy to like that, but it also, for me, there has to be more to live healthily, to keep the perspective um, of what it is to live a meaningful life and how to let God remain the primary focus in that, as opposed to myself and the work that I'm completing. Um, anyway, those are my reflections. That's all I have. Yeah. See you later.